なもの。静かな部屋、葉巻の香り、古い本の匂い、みんながにぎやかに語らっている教室。ちょっと矛盾してるかもしれませんが、そんなものが好きです。
Alright. Wait a minute. Is everything alright? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Now I see. I had to adjust my volume on my headset. My cat decided to do one more thing before actually starting stream as well. He technically dropped one of my dropped my headset for all things. The good thing is, it seems it's okay. At least I hope so. Sometimes I feel like my cats are trying to intentionally sabotage something. But anyway, how you doing? Let's see now, if I had to say what I did and how I was today, a bit all over the place, that's all I could say really. I mean, the good thing is that I accomplished something on Genshin Impact, and I'm pretty close to actually considering to stream Genshin Impact again. However, I still need to level up the eye patch girl, you know, the pirate one. I just need to level her up, and then I'm set. Then I think I'll be set for streaming Genshin Impact once again. Of course, that's gonna be after Honkai Impact, which will be after this stream, of course. I gotta say though, it's gonna be interesting if we're gonna finish this today. So, I know for sure we got like maybe 6 more sections left, but I also know that there's other routes, like other conclusions. Who knows? Yeah. So soon, I'll play Genshin Impact again. I had to, because I had to make sure that every character of mine is ready to fight certain difficult enemies, especially ever since getting creamed by Defati. And I'm glad that my main team is ready. Well, at least mostly ready. Just need one more character and that's it. Ow! I hit my microphone with my fingers. Oh yeah, we're hearing everybody else's pitch. Yeah, I heard Arash's and the other guy. Although Arash, I'm leaning towards so far, but we'll see. I finished a concept art on my mithril claws. Ooh, interesting. So far, now we're about to see what Sailori has to say. Let's see if his story ending will actually be pretty good or what. Let's see. Now that this has escalated into a detective competition, or rather a contest to see who can come up with the more solid structure for this story. So far, I think Arash is still on top, but who knows. I would like to throw my hat into the ring. In fact, I feel I must. You too, Sailori? You remember the first part of my story I posted for you to see? Yeah, more or less, yes. It's been a while actually though. Like, if you're saying the very first part, man, that's quite a while ago. Like when we were playing what's it called? The Isle, right? We were playing the Isle a lot, and then Of course, you did introduce your stories in there. I think. I don't know. It's been a long time though, that's the thing. I mean, your character has just seemed to draw much less attention compared to everyone else. So, of course, I have questions. Though not about the film. What is it I'm doing here? No, never mind that. I already decided I would try to live up to the Queen's hopes for me. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. Besides the stone bit, of course, I know that in the beginning you told me that one of your primary magic was actually reflect, right? If I remember correctly. But when it comes to weapons, I think it was daggers, right? I don't know. Just refresh my memory, just in case I'm mistaken. After all, my brain is a bit scattered right now because of all this grinding. I didn't even get the chance to even do my art today. In fact, I know why. I woke up a little bit too late. But then again, today will be a bit of a change because I'm gonna sleep early if I finish this stream sooner. I have been thinking about this man I have been inhabiting, Antonio. I wasn't able to learn much about him from Murasaki Shikabu, so I still don't know who he is. All I know is he shares my name and also used to be an court musician. How bitterly ironic. Still, if I assume there is a slight chance that Antonio was a flesh and blood person who truly exists, then I can imagine what he must be thinking. It took me some time, but eventually I did arrive at the core of who Antonio is. Oh? Yeah, it was tough getting into our characters, wasn't it? I'm just glad Murasaki helped me out by making Roma similar to me. Indeed, she did the same for me and Antonio. It was a conscious choice on her part. Once I realized that, the rest was relatively easy. Though, at the same time, I noticed there was a contraction in his story. A contraction? Given how much has been improvised. Oh boy. I'm not sure there's given much in worrying about a contraction or two. No, this one goes back to the very beginning. When Murasaki Shikabu was still involved with the production. I suspect she planted that detail intentionally and thought long and hard about what it could mean. Man, I wish I knew what Murasaki's actual story would have been like. But we're gonna go on our route, so hey. You're right, about my primary magic. I have magic reflect. Okay. But I did not have any daggers, just my mithril claws. Okay, that's the one thing I mistaken then. Mithril claws. Gotta say, those are pretty interesting of a method though. Interesting material as well. Not many people actually use, when it comes to building a character, I mean, using mithril. I don't remember anything strange. All I remember is that the footage came out well. This was from the very beginning. Go on, think back. Surely you remember this exchange between Antonio and Roma. That's right. At any rate, I'm surprised you made it through the massacre. I remember they slaughtered everyone in the palace that day, even the non-combatants. Oh yeah, I remember that now. So what's so weird about that line? Everything. Oh? Take Vargas and Garcia. How did you think they survived the massacre when their castle fell? How the hell should I know? Maybe they just got lucky. You need to ask. The royal family's retainers clearly risked their lives to help them escape. That is what it is to be a loyal servant, even in the face of your country's imminent collapse. You don't say. Maybe that means Vargas and Garcia have been defending themselves all this time because they were the only ones who managed to escape. Besides, maybe it's because the prince witnessed loyalty like that when things were so dire, that he grew up with such a strong sense of justice. Now that I think about it, it does seem strange that the former government's court musician couldn't have survived. Exactly. When the castle fell, the only ones metering any sort of protection would have been royalty. Antonio would never have been spared, no matter how talented a musician he may have been. Uh-huh. Perhaps Antonio had some fans among the court, just as the prince had his retainers. In some RPGs I played from Simcoe, and they had mithril armor and weapons, but they were described as interest. It's user magic affinity. I know I also play games that also have mithril something. I'm trying to remember which one, so that's the thing. It's been a long time that I played any games that had mithril. Was it a Neptunia game? No. Was it a Final Fantasy game? Maybe. I think it was a Final Fantasy game. I'm pretty sure it might have been. I don't know. It's been a long time though. Could be Mabinogi if anything, but I don't know. It's been a while, so I had to think very hard to actually find out what games that have mithril. I meant Kimiko. Huh. Never heard of that, to be honest. That's a new term I never heard before. Fans so devoted as to be willing their lives for him? No one would do that, even for a perilous genius, let alone an ordinary person. I can think of a few, no comment. I'll go with this. For the purposes of this story, assume that there was no one quite so odd as that. No, the reason Antonio survived the attack is obvious. He was relieved of his post as court musician just before the revolution took place. Yeah, that tracks. But why was he fired then? As if you need to ask. Because he lacked talent. Wait, what? And without such talent, he must have been utterly lost once he no longer had his position at the palace. That's awful. I mean, it would make sense though. But then, in that case, how did he become such a popular musician? There is a great deal of difference between what is popular with the masses and what is appreciated at court. A great deal of difference. That is true. Like, for example, somebody could be... it could be... If the person who gets to play so many times on just one person gets bored of him, he may most likely fire him because maybe it's the same style or same songs over and over, and he decided to say, yeah, I'm bored of you, get out of here. But when it comes to the masses, well, think of it like how it is with Miku, I guess. Miku plays different types of music over time, and it has different genres. I guess in this case, Sailori's character ended up expanding his talent and actually practiced more in his craft, and he ended up doing more music that everybody loved him. While the other guy, he was limited. He was limited to what he could do because I think the guy he was working for only gave him limited freedom for music. At least that's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. Sounds like the guy's speaking from experience. I am not Sailori. There is no point in bringing that up now. Alright, that should fill in the blanks for Antonio's background. The next question is, why did he so frequently wish to come to the Meihousou? Now that you mention it, he did say he had to pull every string he could to just get here. After hearing rumors of Miguel had a fondness for young women, he may have thought to present Elise as a gift. Wait, what? Whoa, scumbag much! Prick should do the world a favor and die in fire! You know, I understand how you feel, Jay. And I have to be honest, I just made up my mind. After we finish the entire story, I might do one role for her, J Alter. Just one, though. Hell, I've gotten some gas and plenty of matches right here. Ready to burn, asshole? Jeez. Just a reminder, there still hasn't been a single crime committed here. Anyway, I still don't get why Antonio would do that. He already found success as a popular musician, right? He's got fame and money. What else would the guy want at this point? Possibly answers. That's exactly it. Antonio came to the Meihousou in search of something. Neither fame nor money could provide him. Something he wanted badly enough that he was willing to sell off his own partner. And what was that? Sheet paper. The sheet music left here by past court musicians. Really? That's what it's gonna be? I don't know much how much they left behind, but whatever it was had to be here in the Meihousou. Miguel was around going around, oh boy, collecting all sorts of documents anyway. So I don't see why sheet music couldn't be among them. no matter how successful Antonio was among the larger populace. Yes, knowledge, answers, I guess who knows? It could be knowledge though. It could never wipe away the stain of his youth, failure, and he could find himself unable to turn away from it completely. So he wanted to see the music his dead colleagues had left behind one more time. He had to know for sure. He had made up his mind to prior lack of skill over the past 10 years. Or was the gap insurmountable? No matter how hard he worked. They do say to write from experience if you want to quickly infuse a work with gravitas. I don't know. While the finer details are, of course, quite different, it would seem bringing the elements of Antonio Saloi's own life here bear that out. Hell, it's a hell a lot to throw at the viewer, but that's how it should be. Yeah? I think it's a wonderful idea, but it doesn't really get into the truth of the larger story or help with its conclusion, does it? If it... Oh boy, excuse me. I had a bit of a burpee. If we went with it, it would make this story all about Antonio rather than the murder at the Meihousou. I did think about how I could fit this story existing pieces together. But I'm not as practiced at this as the others. Don't expect too much regarding the truth of the case. That said, I did think of the conclusion. I managed. It's just the sort of thing you would expect from an Avenger. I expect as much. I won't be surprised if J. Alter would be the same way, but who knows. Well, what is it? Color me curious. I, for one, would be quite interested in hearing a conclusion that doesn't cast me as the mastermind. I don't know, you might be. I see no point in going into detail on a story that may never be filmed. All I will say for now is that if we do set about filming it, I expect I will need Sir Tristan's help. I see. Well, if my help is acquired, then I will be glad to give it. Though, of course, that won't happen, since my idea is sure to be the one that's chosen. Right. Once we get to you, we'll find out. At least, I think so. Jeez, what's got you so worked up? Wait, what? That was it? That was shorter than I thought. I'll be honest. Oh, now we got the big one right here. The main heroine. Also the one everybody actually voted the most. I'm pretty sure it's because of popularity, but not actual story-wise itself. So we're gonna have to find out what was it, why people voted for her. But if it's not as good as I thought it would be, then I'm going, wow. So they went with that route instead of actually going with an illogical route. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Section 12, Jeanne d'Arc alters script pitch. We'll see though. I want to see what she has to say. Gotta see if this is the one. Who knows? I think it was for popularity. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Everyone loves J Alter. Even I like J Alter. But when it comes to the story-wise, I'm critical at it. Especially nowadays. Over the years, I've been thinking on my stories over and over. And even my past story stuff, sometimes I'm going, why did I do this? Either way, even when I read my old stories, I kind of cringe at myself at times because I did do some crazy stuff. But nowadays, I'm trying to think thoroughly on my own stories, including Jurassic Park DNA, which I'm still currently working on, the second part of it. Anyway, let's get back to this. Guess it's my turn now. Oh? I thought I would go next, but of course, I'm happy to let you go first. Yeah, that's the thing. We'll never know until we find out exactly what her idea is, though. After all, there's no way you could top the idea I come up with. Tristan seems like he's come up with something interesting, but I suspect this contest's winners will be determined more by who speaks up first. Don't mind if I do then. Okay, J Alter, what you say? First off, how did you guys interpret Elise's mood from at the beginning? Pretty bratty, I think? I don't know, that's how I feel. Well, since she saw someone else she dislikes enough to insult mercilessly collapse right in front of her, I guess I say she's kind of a, well, suck it move. Yeah. I remember Murasaki Shikabu actually asked Janet Alter to say so many mean things as possible. Yeah? It's like you were born for the role. You were so vicious at times, it made me think that you might be the culprit. Let's go with this. Oh, my sides are spitting. You looking for an ass-kicking, master? You just gotta ask. J Alter, really? Really, J Alter? You really want to kick my ass? Then again, what is that one line from Cowboy Bebop? I always like a woman who could kick my ass. Anyway, I say at least stuck me as being jealous and petty. I can see why you guys wouldn't think that, but my interpretation is completely different. I know Elise isn't exactly the delicate wallflower type, especially not with me playing her. Really? Nothing? So glad I bit my tongue there, oh boy. Anyway, I read something very interesting in a manga philosophy book the other day. J Alter, I'm glad that you're still reading manga. That said that people only get jealous of others who have something they want. Now, here's the thing. Just because she just said that, it just gave me an idea how to, in the future for drawing J Alter. I want to draw J Alter reading manga now. I know it's silly of an idea, but hey, it's an idea I come up with. But I'll be on far in the future. I need to write it down though. I don't really know anything about that kind of whiny crap, but it sounds right to me. So if Elise was jealous of Gabriella, You might think it's because of her money, but it couldn't be that, because Elise was already comfortable in her singing career and on her way to being truly rich. No, I think that if Elise was actually jealous of her, it would only be because Garcia was a better singer. Huh? Hello, Katana. How you doing? And of course, you keep calling me step bro. Oh boy. Ah. Oh boy. So I don't think she was jealous. I think it goes deeper than that. Well, if Elise really did upset Gabriella, it probably make her professional life a lot harder, no matter how popular a singer she is. Indeed, if she cared about her career that much, I can't imagine she would truly risk incurring an authority figure's wrath. And if she merely disliked Gabriella, she could have just badmouthed her behind her back. So if Elise wasn't jealous of Gabriella, what did she feel? I'd say she was strongly fixated on her. Huh? Okay, go on. The way I see it, Elise had a very personal reason for coming to the Meihousou. A reason that motivated her to pull every string she could to get in, just like Antonio did for his sheet music. She wanted to see her beloved childhood friend again. Childhood friend again? A childhood friend? Who would that be? Master, I already know what it is. It's Gabriella. That's who it is, right? Back when this country was still the country of Naha, Elise was a child living in poverty. There's no way she would have had a good life in the final months leading up to the coup. Luckily, Elise had a close friend she could always lean on for support. I think that friend was Gabriella. Let's say she was called Koru back when she was a little girl. While I'm at it, I adopted Ryoma's idea of making her Danzo's lost sister. Okay. Thanks. I'm honored. And since we already had a scene where I thought Elise might be Daizo's sister, that's what I meant to say, there shouldn't be any problem establishing that you were around the same age. But then one day, Koru suddenly disappeared. Rumored had it that General Cortius took her in as his daughter. And since Elise was still a commoner, there was no way she was able to see her friend again now that she's basically royalty. But Elise didn't give up. She vowed to see her friend again and use what few familial bonds she had to find Antonio, and worked hard to become a singer famous enough to rub shoulders with royalty. Eventually, all that hard work paid off, and she finally came face to face with Koru again. Okay. But Gabriella didn't treat you like a childhood friend. If anything, it seems like she didn't recognize you at all. I don't know if she really didn't recognize me, or if she was just pretending not to. But either way, you can imagine how pissed I would be to come all this way only to have my closest childhood friend ignore me. Okay, I get it. I'm following her so far. I think that's why I was such a bitch to her. Even though I was happy to see she was alive and well. You still, overdid it a bit. I don't know, she was playing a good role. Yeah, probably. Also, shut up. Think about it from Koru's perspective. There was nothing she could do about her brother going missing, or about being taken in by some creepy old guy from the old court. It doesn't matter how nice her new life was. She was still a bird in a guided cage. She must have to bury her feelings deep down just to get through the day. That's why I wanted Koru to stop stuttering in silence. I wanted to hear how she really felt, even if it meant she'll never speak to me again. That's all. Okay. That's a lot to take in, but I love how dramatic it is. Although, does that mean Elise isn't the culprit then? Hell no. Okay, I get it. There's no way Elise would do anything to ruin her chances to seeing Gabriella's reaction after coming all this way. If anything, she'd be furious at the culprit for robbing her of this opportunity. Not to mention that if Gabriella ends up dying from this, she'll never have another chance to talk to her. So Elise would throw everything she has into finding the culprit for Gabriella's sake, as much as her own. The culprit. Would Miguel fill that role here, like he has in the other scenarios? Oh yeah, Miguel. Nah, the old creep can stay dead, so he doesn't get in the way. Oh my. Ouch! Just deal with it. You've been dead this whole time anyway. And Elise wouldn't have any reason to undergo combat training, so she couldn't do a fight scene anyway. Besides, I already know how this story ends. Oh? But if Miguel isn't the mastermind, how do you intend to tie up all the loose ends? Simple. Gabriella's a young widow. It's no stretch to think that people around her might get some wicked ideas. I say her servants want to steal all of Cortius' legacy for themselves. That makes sense. The government could take back any land and property they tried to steal. But if they have dirt on the people in power, that would give them considerably more freedom to act as they like. But of course. Oh boy, give me a moment, I'm about to sneeze. Oh boy, that was a bit of sneezy. But of course, they had the first. Oh boy, they'd be the first to be suspected if they killed Gabriella when no one else was around. So they wanted to wait for an opportunity like this to try and poison her. All they have to do then is pin their crime on one of the guests. Yeah, that works. This way, they can say that Salazar tried to kill Vargas to make his death look like a suicide. Still, this would make Salazar the culprit. Would it not be somewhat anticlimactic to have him already be dead for the film's conclusion? Hey, I said servants, plural. Salazar's not the only one in this scenario. The medic guy, isn't it? A number of servants. Still, we never see any of these other servants during the film. How would you explain that? I mean, sure, that's a little weird if you think about it. But it's also weird that there only be one servant in this giant mansion, right? True. That is highly unrealistic. So we couldn't say that there's actually lots of servants behind the scenes, and they just don't ever actually appear on screen. Now I see. That sounds like a great idea. I suppose we could request that Caldea staff play the servants, but that seems like a lot to ask this late in the production. Well, sure, it'll be a huge challenge to getting 10 or 20 extras here at this point, but we don't have to do that. All we need is a single actor. And lucky for us, we got someone perfectly ordinary and unremarkable right here with us. She's talking about me, isn't she? I'm afraid I don't know who you mean. You're so dense. He's standing right in there, looking like a confused dweeb even as we speak. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be me. Aren't you, Rixella? Wait, you don't mean... Huh? What are you talking about? Yep. She wants me to be the culprit now. Huh. Oh boy. Oh, now you get it. That's right. You're our new culprit. I see. So my guess is her vote ends up putting me as the villain. Thank you, Jay. That's it. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I got a little carried away. See, Janet Alter's idea is a stable of mystery movies, where it turns out the person behind the camera was actually one of the characters all along. And above all, this way, Senpai can be a part of the cast, too. I think it's a wonderful idea. You know, I get it. Even in YouTube, like certain people make skits. Sometimes there's a first-person view of things. Even some movies do it too. Like for example, Cloverfield. Basically, you have a person behind the camera, or you actually run around in their eyes. Basically, you are also part of the thing. You're part of the action. Good point. If Rixella's a servant here, it only makes sense that he'd be sticking close to us all this time. And that also means he'd be able to keep an eye on everything and move about freely. In a sense, it makes him way more of a villain than Moriarty. Wow. Just wow. Was it really necessary to bring me into this? then when I point to the culprit, the camera can do a 180. Oh. And reveal Rixilla is the mastermind who's literally been working behind the scenes this whole time. I get it, though. I actually like the idea. I'll be honest, I like her idea way more than Sailori's and even Ryoma's, but when it comes to Arash's idea, it's still on top for me. I have to be honest. Although it is a pretty good idea, I say that's my second pick. Intriguing. Your idea has a great deal of merit to it, Firewoman. Damn straight. Still, I know it's kind of a stretch, so I wouldn't blame you if it's not what you go with. You know, being creative is kind of fun. Hey, I mean you're creative in the summer event, so hey, be creative anytime, J. Alter. Come to think of it, you also said you already knew how this story ends, right, John Alter? Will you tell us what you have in mind? Oh well, it's nothing that special. After all, after I revealed the culprit, it's basically just a scene of me and a still sleeping beauty, Gabriella, where I tell her how I really feel. As for that would go, you can find out once we start filming. Okay. I mean, I'll be honest, that is a pretty good idea though. But it's my second favorite so far. Arash, to me, I'm still leaning for Arash's. Now let's do Tristan's script pitch. Let's see what he has. What will blow my mind, huh? Okay, Tristan, let's see what you've been waiting for all this time. On the other note, I'm very impressed by how much thought you all put into your ideas. Okay. But of course, Isuido is a great detective, so his is bound to be just as good, if not better, right, Tristan? Tristan. Tristan? I'm done for. Oh. Uh-oh. What's wrong? You look like it's the end of the world or something. I can't believe she's had the same idea as me. Oh. I stake everything on my originality, and now I don't have an original leg to stand on. If I say my idea was to make Master the culprit now, they'll think I was just ripping off John. Mashu, being a detective is much more difficult than it seems. They may appear to be author-based, with special privileges, but at their heart, they have almost nothing popping to them up. Oh boy. You know what's funny? He could just say the same situation. I mean, some of the characters did say that they had a similar idea in some of their stories. So it won't be surprising if he could just say it to J. Alter as well, that he had pretty much the same idea that Nasser was going to be involved too. I think there was no problem with it, but oh well. The fact that I cannot rely on drama for the conclusion, like the rest of you, left me at a great disadvantage. I see now that I should have been planting clues for the conclusion earlier in the story. Perhaps something that would let me claim to secretly be another character's brother, or a character everyone else thought was dead. Tristan. By the time I found myself wishing to take the lead role, it was already too late. Alas, if only I had realized these feelings sooner. Oh what? Oh boy, I heard that. Oh, also, Aridia was doing almost all the actual detective work. That is true. That is so very true. True, at this point, I can't tell what his character is even doing here. Indeed, for that matter, he hasn't even justified why he's been carrying a harp around this whole time. Wow. Just wow. It stabs into him. Have you been sleeping asleep this whole time? Ouch! That's the final nail in the coffin. The way things are going now, Asrijiro will be nothing but a useless scarecrow, claiming to be a detective, a great detective. Can I truly let things end this way? No, I cannot. Hey, spare us the whole sackcloth and ashes routine. Though, it's true that up to this point, you haven't done a single solitary detective-y thing. Ouch! J. Alter is harsh. Your words cut deeper than any blade. But it's alright. I decided to come at things from a different angle, to make use of my incompetence. Tristan? Given that, at this point, Isrido is indeed a detective in name only, what if it's actually Aridina who's actually been controlling him all along? Then, upon revealing himself as the true detective, herself as the true detective, yeah, Aridina could identify the culprit, and that would be the end. Oh, okay, so basically you put Mashu in the spotlight instead of yourself. I like that idea, actually. Oh-ho! So you're taking my subverted expectations idea and running with it, huh? I like it. But if we go with that, you're gonna need a real doozy of an explanation. Ah, yes, the explanation. And at this point, I say any of them would do. Huh? As long as we keep glossing over any incidents in filming the way we have been, it doesn't matter what the truth ultimately is. Any one of your four ideas come up with would work fine. Wouldn't that mean abandoning the larger premise? No, it wouldn't be, because the conclusion I have in mind begins after that part. Oh? Did you not just say it would be another, will be the end after Arena solves the mystery? I decided to try looking at things a little differently. while you've all been preoccupied with solving the Meihousou's murder mystery. My case involves solving the mystery of this Hollywood Meihousou itself. Huh? What? In other words, we make the out-of-character footage itself part of the movie. So you'll be including our own actual conclusion in the story, huh? That would change everything about the movie. I would arguably never had tried to film a movie without an overarching theme in mind. So now that we could make Murasaki Shikabu's fainting accident the true mystery. What if her fainting wasn't actually an unfortunate accident, but only disguised to look like one? And what if we were the case? If we were the case, who would stand to benefit from removing her from the scene? Does that not sound like an interesting mystery? Talk about interesting, I gotta say. Jeez. You went in the meta route, huh? Still, that could work for a puzzle mystery, as long as you take it seriously. Though you're stretching this to the breaking point. That said, you'll need to have a really good explanation, or the viewers won't accept it. What you got? I shouldn't tip my head any further. All I would say is that I guarantee it would be interesting. After all, I am this movie's detective. So, you're saying the best part of your own character. Okay, you're saving. Okay, I get it. I am very curious about Tristan's idea. At any rate, we have the 5 possible endings to choose from. They all sound great, but we sadly don't have time to film them all. I guess things turn out just like Dr. Roman said they would. What do you say, Master? If I can only choose one. Okay, let's see. I gotta say, I like Tristan's idea especially too. Yes? I have to go with... I like Tristan's idea a lot as well. Ooh. Oh wow, it's already chosen for me though. Yeah, remember the vote happened, remember? So unfortunately, it's been taken away from me. However, I have to be honest, if I had to choose any of the endings, ooh, it's gonna be in between either Arash's or Tristan's. I gotta be honest, it would have been one of those two. But if I had to choose ultimately, I had to do a flip on the coin for that one. I'll be honest. Although J Alter is my top 3, I'll admit. She's my 3rd pick, to be honest. But I gotta say, in the end of the day, it was technically a popularity contest because everybody loves J Alter. But in the end of the day, you have to have the most sense to actually put into a story. J Alter's idea is pretty good though, but man, I would have went with Arash or Tristan's idea. Well, unfortunately we have to do this now. The good thing is it's in my room, the ending bit of section 14, so who knows. That's the question. How many more do we have after this? Just out of curiosity, how many sections are after section 14? 14. Gotta take a look. Give me a moment, guys. Let's see. Section 14, 15, and 16. So yeah, we got only 3 left. So hey. But of course, I'm gonna see if I'm able to look at the other sections. Or rather, the other endings. Alright, here we go. Let's see how Jay Alter's actual ending was, and then we're gonna work on the other. Oh boy. I think I might have figured out who did this. Really? Are you sure? Then how did they make sure that only Gabriella's glass would be poisoned? That's just it. It shouldn't have assumed that Gabriella's glass was the only one that was poisoned. The truth is, they were all poisoned. She would have collapsed no matter which one she chose. But if that's so, then why didn't any of the other guests fall ill? I see. I wasn't clear enough. Sorry about that. I mean, what I mean is that the wine contained only trace amounts of poison. It wouldn't be nearly enough to make a healthy person sick by itself. Okay. But what if that same person had been building up in the same in that same someone's body day by day? And the trace amounts of wine were enough to trigger the symptoms. Oh, okay, I get what she's doing. Interesting. I never considered that possibility. But if that's true, it would mean whoever is responsible for this wouldn't have had to been capable of poisoning Gabriella's food and drink every day. Ah. Exactly. And the only one who could do something like that is a certain right in the mansion. That's right. I'm looking at you. How did you know? Oh boy. Yep, we are introduced to this. You've been hanging around us this whole time, making sure to watch everything we do. Jeez. At least I'm glad that we went to this route. She is, after all, my third option, but I will have to take a look at Tristan's and Arash's ideas. Also, I may as well pin out on this scene right here because I want to get a thumbnail after all. But still, I wonder, everyone, what choice would you have if you had to choose any of the pitches? There's no telling what kind of sneaky shit you could have gotten up to if you felt like it. I just brewed a cup of dirty bean water coffee. Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on. It's okay. Take the time to drink some coffee. It's alright. Well. I picked Tristan. Makes sense. His story was pretty good. And I have to be honest, Tristan's and Arash's story pitch were my top 2. But I couldn't pick which one of the two if I had to choose. But unfortunately, everybody did the popularity contest instead of actually focusing on the story itself, so hey. Come on, Kaoru. Aren't you ready to wake up? Did you honestly forget your real name? You know, I spent a lot of time thinking about what I was going to say to you when I finally saw you again. But all I could come up with was treat shit like long time no see or how you been. Still, I eventually figured out that as long as you still remember me, what I said wouldn't be important. But then it didn't even seem like you recognized me. And before I knew it, I was trashing you right to your face. Okay. I wasn't sure that would at least get your attention, and I finally hear what you really felt. I never thought you collapsed from being poisoned before I got the chance. But hey, I caught the guy who's been doing this to you. So, all I have to worry about is getting better. Okay. I don't care if you want to start back up where we left off, or if you never want to see me again. I just want to hear how you really feel, no matter how long it takes. And is that a wrap on the movie? Yep. I mean, I admit that was a good bit of the story, but I also have to be honest, I would like to hear the other stuff. At least we got that thing. Now we got section 15. I gotta be honest, I'm now very curious of seeing Tristan's and Arash's pics. I really am. But we have to finish this first. Section 15, Dailies. This has been an amazing experience. Yeah, never figured filming a movie could be just as fun as fighting. Though, in a different sort of way. I mean, you said something similar when you were doing the whole manga stuff too, J. Alter. There you are! Great news! Murasaki's awake now! Really? Come on, senpai! Let's go see her! I'm so sorry for making you... Oh boy, I basically burping now. Oh boy. The only thing I ate was cereal though. I'm so sorry for making you all worry about me. It's okay, accidents happen. Please, don't worry, don't be sorry, Murasaki. It wasn't your fault. So, how is the production going right now? As a matter of fact, we managed to finish it ourselves while you were sleeping. Oh my, you actually finished it? I just wish that we got to see how her story would have been, but oh well. We did. Our editor at Caldea is working furiously on the footage as we speak. But we do have the rough cut here, if you'd like to see it. Yes, I would love to. Oh my, I can't believe it. That bad, huh? My guess is that, it's far from what she was planning to do. Oh no, not at all. I can't possibly thank you enough for finishing the film while I was indisposed. All I've done this whole time is make trouble for the rest of you. Are you sure that's all you wish to say, Murasaki? If there's anything else, best you spit it out now. I'm afraid I don't know what you mean, Lord Shakespeare. Soon there's gonna be the monologue thing. Then permit me to evaluate in your stead, Miss Murasaki, since time is of the essence in this singularity. Your original idea for this movie was to make it a variation on the tale of Genji. Am I correct? Oh, what? A variation? I'm afraid I only know a little bit about the story myself, but now that you mention it, I can see the similarities. It's embarrassing to explain this now, but you're exactly right, Lord Holmes. Oh, okay, so basically, she was making an adaptation of one of her stories, but in a different twist. I based Miguel and Gabriella's relationship on the one between Genji and Murasaki. I wanted to try simulating what would happen if a young girl who was taken in by an elder man and raised to be a lady of high society was suddenly set free to lead her own life. I also plan to include a large cast of varied characters: the former prince and his attendant, a doctor, an artistic genius, mysterious detectives, and a faithful servant, and I mean a spirit singer. Okay. And have them all take part in a series of melodramas that involved around Gabriella. Ah, okay, so Gabriella was meant to be the main heroine in this story, the main story plot. That wouldn't make Antonio Abiwara no, I don't know. These words are something else. And Ellis C. Shonigan. Say, Shonigan, huh? If there's something you want to say to me, wait. How about you say it into my face? I'll even be nice to and listen, seeing as they would be the last words you ever frickin' speak. And the Meihousou itself must be based on Beodon's Phoenix Hall. Though I suppose that hardly matters now. Gabriella's and Salazar would then grow close, only for her to realize he's actually her brother, Danzo's, who lost his memory during the war, so they don't end up together. So she threw in elements of General Kuro and Antifune too. I knew she was greedier than she looked. Hey, how about that? Guess my idea wasn't so far from yours, after all. Wow! I was actually originally planning to have Lord Iso play Salazar as well. Yeah, you made the right call swapping him out for Bartholomew. So, you were planning on having, oh boy, Gabriella end up with, anyway. I at least gonna know that, or it's gonna bug the shit out of me. I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but, well, Gabriella doesn't end up with anyone. Oh. Huh? Miguel and Gabriella only appeared to be married. In truth, Gabriella was Miguel's adopted daughter. Then why bother making their relationship so goddamn complicated? Oh boy. Because men approach an adopted daughter differently than they do to a Willow. I see. So he actually pretended to marry his adopted daughter out of concern for her well-being. I see. Protection. Okay, like a overprotected father. I get it. It wouldn't take nerves of steel to try and woo the widow of the nation's founding president, after all. That is true. So the rest of the story involved the different male characters approaching Gabriella with different motives. For her part, she keeps trying to ascertain how much these men generally care for her. But at one point, she realizes Miguel was the only one who loved her unconditionally. Okay, I get it. So that's why you gave Hakusai those instructions while she was painting our portrait. If that's the sort of conclusion you had in mind, it makes sense, perfect sense, that you would want to portrait to make us seem like a father and a daughter instead of a husband and wife. That story sounds like it would have made for a lovely movie. I agree, it would have been a good movie. Oh man, if only. Maybe if we started now and really hurried, we could still film it. Sorry, no can do, Mashu. More than half of your set is falling apart, and about 3 hours. We can't do it in 3 hours. We have a little more time until the singularity disappears, but it's still not enough to shoot that many scenes. Honestly, the only one who still needs to be there for now is Rixzilla. The rest of you can come back if you like. Da Vinci's editing the film as we speak. All that's left now is to play it once it's done and collecting the magical energy. Doctor, what if we just reshot the ending? Would that be okay? If there's a better ending to be had, I would like. Oh boy, I know I would like to see it. We all would. It's alright. It's alright, Lady Mashu. Please, just forget about my plot. I don't know. We could still make a movie outside this place. Just recreate this entire building and such in the simulation room that we always train in. I would have done that. Seriously, if you still want the movie, just do it in another location. I'm overjoyed to know that you all worked together to finish the film even without me. I truly am. Back when I was alive, I never would have had the chance to collaborate with so many people like this. Now I'm finally get to see the fruits of such a labor for myself. But Murasaki herself is saying she is fine with it. If you have any regrets, you can make up for them in another movie. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like I said, do the movie in somewhere else. If anything, we could just make up for lost time on that. We writers can't help but write, after all. In that sense, Murasaki is an unstoppable juggernaut. I'm sorry. I know I just said most of you could come back now, but on second thought, would you mind staying there a little longer? I want to take just a little more time getting the race shift ready. Don't worry, it won't be too long. There's a party hall on set, right? Why don't you hang out there and chat amongst yourselves? Okay. So what now? Senpai, are we sure this is what we want to do? Mashu. I'm very happy with the ending we all chose to go with. I have no issue with that. But now that I know what sort of ending Murasaki had in mind all along, I can't help but feel dissatisfied. I mean, I would feel the same way too, actually, to be honest. If I found out the truth of what she wanted, oh man, I'll be so disappointed. I would say, I like how we got, but it could be better. Besides, this is her first movie for all things. If it's all possible, I would really like to shoot an ending that Murasaki would be happy with. Though, of course, that will also mean giving up on the version everyone worked so hard on to come up with. Mashu, we could always make another movie! Seriously! Oh well, it doesn't matter at this point, huh? Make like for example, our version of the movie, and then we could make a Murasaki's cut movie version. I don't know, that would be interesting. I don't want to think that all our effort was wasted just because we didn't end the film correctly. I know this is a lot to ask, since the film can only have one ending. But is there anything we can do that would make everyone happy? And? Well now, this is a surprise. Is there something secret you wish to discuss with us, Doctor? There sure is, General Cortius. I suppose it would be best to describe as a get-rich-quick scheme. We already collected the Singularity's magical energy, but I feel like we can do better. See, the movie's just about done, but that Singularity is obviously still there. So I figured there must still be a little something left for us to acquire. This Singularity was born from a director's lingering regrets. So it only stands to reason that he wouldn't be truly satisfied with anything less than the Best Picture award, right? Indeed. I can see your face well over the transmission, but you seem to be quite the villain yourself. So, what exactly did you have in mind for me, Doctor? You were one of the role models for that portrait, so I know you knew how this movie was supposed to go from the beginning. So, I wanted to run this suggestion, this idea I had past you. Would you be willing to hear me out? But I suppose, oh boy. Me trying to give you an evil scheme is like teaching a fish to swim, isn't it? Huh, what do they have in mind? I suppose everything that's happened in the story thus far wouldn't be a mystery act. And such as I loathe to agree with everything that detective says. You can't have a mystery story without someone suspecting something is amiss. As such, I have resolved to hold my tongue until the rest of you began to suspect. But it seemed I need not to hold it any longer. There is but one puzzle left to resolve in this story. How can we go about allaying Meihousou's concerns? No matter how many ideas one may have, a story can only have one conclusion. There is no getting around that. But what if there were a way to integrate both Murasaki's wishes and everyone's hard work without diminishing either? Naturally, as the good doctor said, we may not be able to reshoot any vital scenes. But that does not mean our hands are completely tied. Of course, you won't have to wait for long the determinant, oh boy, to start and see what I mean. But you may just find it interesting to try coming up with the answer for yourself. So, we're gonna get into the true ending of this story, huh? This is the last one right here for the main story bit. Return to the murder of Meihousou. Okay. Section 16. Pardon me, Meihousou and Master, but I have a proposal that may just put your concerns to rest. Really? You have an idea? Yes, but I can't take all the credit for it. The one was more of a collaborative effort. I won't say it's the best of all worlds, but I do think it wouldn't let us avoid the worst possible scenario. All you need to do is make me the lead actor. Huh? Say what? I'm sure Holmes wouldn't be none too pleased about this, but let me be perfectly clear up front. What I propose is not born from a desire to play the lead, nor am I proposing it as an attempt to improve my image. I merely believe that making me the lead actor will neatly resolve the problem currently eating away at you. Oh-ho! So you're saying we should make Miguel Angel Cortez the main character? Naturally. Fat chance, asshole! We spent the whole movie building you up as an irredeemably evil prick. We don't have anywhere near the time we need for the reshoots to fix that. I disagree with that notion, but fortunately, it doesn't matter regardless. For you see, we already have all the footage we need. Yes? Forgive me. That isn't quite right. What I should have said, we already almost all the footage we need. Okay, almost have. Okay, yeah. What are you talking about, Professor? I have no idea where you're going with this. While we may be missing a few performers now, I still recall shooting some video along the lines. Uh-huh. Nursery? What is nursery involved in this? So, you see, by inserting footage we shot for the documentary into certain key scenes, we can dramatically change how Miguel is perceived. This is amazing. Your idea to use aspects from outside the movie isn't the same as mine, but this is on an entirely different scale. Then, does this mean everything we shot up until now is fair game? Yes, I suppose it does. For example, when Murasaki Shikabo suddenly collapsed, you were all genuinely concerned for her well-being, no? Yes, of course. Then, we can rework that footage into a scene that has you all concerned for Gabriella. So, we'll be looking, oh boy, for unusable bits and pieces of the footage whenever we can find them. It won't be easy, but if we can pull it off, it ought to be well worth it. I see. That's definitely a good idea. Alright, you have permission to shoot any additional scenes you need. But remember, once time is up, you all need to come back immediately. There isn't much, but try to do the best you can with the time you have left. Understood, Dr. Roman. We'll take advantage of every second we have. Right, Murasaki? This thread of spider silk has given a ray. Oh boy, oh come on. It's in auto too. Giving me a ray of hope. If it's alright with you, I promise I won't let this chance go to waste. Okay, so if we are going to use Moriarty's idea, we'll need to have Gabriella become disappointed. I think that's how you say it. With life, only to realize how much her adopted father truly loved her. Right? Right. Got it. So Gabriella takes the poison cause she feels like she has nothing left to live for, and everyone else goes nuts trying to help, huh? Of course, I still end up losing my life in the process, but I suppose we have no choice but to make it fit somehow. Got it! Hey, we made it this far flying by the seat of our pants. What's one more go before we pack it in? Though it may still differ from the original plot in certain ways, this should ensure the movie remains Miguel and Gabriella's story. Of course, since Gabriella has such little screen time, it will inevitably end up being more of a Miguel's movie. But I hope you can overlook that on account of how drastically dampering I am. What? Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Of course. I see. So this is your goal all along. By unraveling your idea when all other options have been exhausted, you gain the lead role with a minimum of effort. Good grief, you never change, do you, Professor? You insist on always painting me as in the worst possible light. I mean, you are a villain. For your information, I was purely by chance that I realized my conduct thus far could be used in the movie. Okay. Besides, you know very well that I am not a man given to operating out in the open like this. Well, I suppose it's not every day that a would-be artist gets the chance to help others so directly. Very well then. As they say in the entertainment business, break a leg. My thanks. I just hope I can avoid breaking my back while I'm at it. Neck, back, I don't know. Now then, shall we, master? We shall. So, on to filming, I guess. Unless that's it. No, this is the true ending right here, actually. Murder at the Meihousou middle ending. Okay, this is definitely the ending bit. And then after this, we gotta take a look at what those other endings were gonna be like. So how is she? Her life not in any danger, but I had no idea when she might wake up. You were the one who prepared our drinks. Oh, okay, they're definitely reusing those scenes. I was not. While I didn't serve the drinks, I didn't have the time to add anything to them, even had I wished to. Wait, assuming I remember correctly, I think I saw her taking what looks like some sort of medicine before she entered the ballroom. Oh, so you say the host of the party poisoned herself if of her own accord. Why would she do such a thing? That's weird. She's been running the whole show up until now. I don't see any reason why she want to ruin it herself. I don't know what she took or why, but if nothing else, I think this resolves Salazar. Maybe she just lost all hope and figured there was nothing left for her to live for. Yeah, this is the added footage. If you are correct, then there's nothing we can do. As long as she feels that way, she'll likely just try again after she wakes up. Well, what if what if we dealt with whatever is causing her despair? Of course, we need to discover what it is first. In order to do that, we need to find out exactly why she lost hope and why she wanted to end it all. I think I might know. Oh? The whole life was brought and sold when she was just a little girl. Even if it does, she does get to inherit the old geezer's legacy now that he's dead. There's no way she could fill the hole. An experience like that must have left her in her heart. I probably wouldn't chosen death if I were her place too. Then it's settled. I'll search the mansion and see if I can find any clues. I'll be happy to check the storehouse myself. No, we should go together, just to be safe. No one shouldn't go anywhere alone. I see. Alright, if you insist. Don't misunderstand. This isn't because I suspect you. It's simply better for both of us to have a witness present. True. If we go together, and anything happens to one of us, the other will come under suspicion. I apologize for my rudeness. Alright, let's be on our way. Be careful out there, you two. There's no telling what might run into. Okay. Did anyone else just heard that? Then it wasn't just me. Did something happen to him? Oh boy, my cat has decided to try to mess with the cables again. Good thing I caught in time before he actually tries anything. I know all too well how you feel. Just to be safe, let's lock this room and go check on them ourselves. Vargas! This can't be happening! They're both dead. It looks like they killed each other. Which one of them attacked first? Vargas will never ambush anyone! It looks like you're right. Vargas bled out from a wound on his back. Salazar must have attacked him from behind. He probably meant to kill Vargas with one strike and hide the body somewhere. But he obviously failed, leaving Vargas with just enough strength to strike back. Nobody couldn't have taken Vargas down in a fair fight, not even if it was 3 against 1. Salazar must already known that after the explosion, he wouldn't be able to talk his way out. It looks like they knocked over a bottle of Vicodin chemicals during their fight. That was almost certainly the cause of the explosion we heard. Salazar must already known he couldn't talk his way out of it. We could interrogate him and gotten the bottom of this a lot faster if just one of them had survived. What's wrong, detective? You haven't said a word. Mr. Pargilori, oh boy, Pargilori is also known as Sordido the Sleeper, because he always gets very quiet whenever he's considering evidence. Oh boy. It's true. Even as we speak, my mind is evaluating all the possibilities at a dizzying pace. Didn't you just say you were the Ozurudo, the Reaper, before? Hypos and Thanos are said to be brothers. Thus, my Sleeper and Reaper personas are two sides of the same coin. Right. We all know that how that was. Whatever. Just stop bragging and tell us what you figured out anyway. Already. I can't. Not when the corporate is listening. Oh? Then you're saying one of us is the culprit? I will leave that to your imagination. For now, all I can say is this. There's no case, so no insurmountable, oh boy, that I, Atsurdido Pogolori, cannot solve it. You may sit back and rest assured that I have matters well in hand. And when we go from there, are we gonna have the entire movie in this or what? Where is everyone? It's been over 2 hours since they left. Either they ran into some sort of trouble, or they found something promising. All we can do is hope it's the latter. Still, given that they've been working together, they should be okay as long as nothing too dire befalls them. Salazar worked for Miguel, right, Uncle? But now that Miguel is dead, what kind of hold could he have on... Oh boy, excuse me, my throat is all still burping for some odd reason. Ugh. Salazar that would make him willing to risk his life. True, if Miguel was controlling Salazar with fear, there would be no further need for Salazar to be afraid. And it's not like he had any family for Miguel to threaten, since he didn't even know who he was. Do you think you could risk your life for someone who's already dead, Elise? No way. I can't even imagine risking my life for someone who's still alive. Indeed. That is how most people seem to feel. I am certainly no exception. Perhaps Salazar's willingness to do so is proof of a more genuine loyalty. Okay. Master, I can't tell you how grateful I am for you for giving me a new role to play when I had nothing to look forward to but disappearing. So, I'm so sorry for... I'm so very... Oh boy. I'm so sorry for... I keep saying for all things. I'm so sorry my leaving you like this will only make things harder for you. Forgive me for leaving in the middle of all this. Wow. They even include that scene. In the files in the face of the... Oh boy. In the theory we've been working on under thus far. But perhaps Miguel was actually a kind and virtuous man. The kind who inspired loyalty out of love, not fear. Of course, now that Salazar is gone, we have no way of knowing for sure. About time you guys got back. Wait, where's Garcia? Garcia ran off on his own. He was going on about something he had to go check. We had no idea where he could be right now. That said, every other survivor is here in the room. Assuming there is no one else hiding out there, I expect he should be fine. What's more, we've learned a few very interesting things. First off, we found a documentation that shows Gabriella is Danzo's younger sister. You don't say. Of course, I expected that was the case, so it's on its own. That wasn't any great surprise. But what if it turned out that Miguel was actually trying to improve not his own life, but everyone else's? That would be surprising. The hell's you're talking about? Miguel was a living embodiment of ambition and greed. I got it. I almost struggled on that. We found a report on the state of Naha prior to the revolution. And it painted a bleak picture of Naha's future prospects. That is to say, it had none at all. What? That can't be right. There is no question that the first president only added the revolution because he knew the cause of failing to do so wouldn't be the nation itself. Then what? What you're saying, Miguel's coup turned out to be the right move in the end? Yeah, I know. So far so good, I gotta say. Sure, it looks that way. So now, I have to re-examine everything I thought to be true. And determine if Miguel Angel Cordius really was the evil man I thought him to be. And more flashbacks? Well, General Tan, I can't convince you, oh boy, to surrender peacefully. At our age, surely you wish to avoid needless injury just as much as I do. I have no intention of refusing to acknowledge reality, but I also know that your army is quite determined to take advantage of the situation. So I thought you could at least serve as a scarecrow of sorts, to draw the rebels' attention away. Then, while your forces and theirs stared at each other down, my soldiers could strike them from behind. A clever plan, General Tan. Just what I expect from you. That sort of clever thinking is exactly why I had to stay one step ahead of you. Well, you succeeded. I never dreamed you wouldn't come to kill me in my sleep. Now that my army is destroyed thanks to your ambush. But what will you do now? I can imagine you think you'll hold back the rebel army with your forces alone. That's your problem there, right there, General Tan. You too, earnest for your own good. As a matter of fact, I've already reached an understanding with the rebels. Once they have conquered the palace, I am to be their new government's representative. They have no desire for senseless bloodshed than I do, after all. You're content wretch. Even I couldn't have imagined you would be self-serving. Please don't think too poorly of me, General Tan. If anyone here is to blame, I would say it's you. So that is all there is for me to do here. Everything ended so abruptly. And here I thought you would give up on this before I did. It seems I'm less patient than I thought. Oh my. I guess now we're going to do this. Hello, Rabbit. How you doing? I gotta say, we're about to wrap up this this bit of the story, and then we're gonna take a look at the other endings, you know? And possibly do one summon. It's going well? That's good. That's very good. I am happy to help in any matter of my lord wishes, no matter how difficult that task may be. I see. I almost envy your steadfastness. I see. You're definitely doing that. General Ten was loyal to a fault. If he truly wanted was best for Naha, he should have been the one to incorporate. Oh boy, I don't know how to say that word. The coup. So what? You're saying that the geezer only betrayed the royal family because Nahas was on the bleak. The royal family at the time was indeed rotten to the core. I can attest to that myself. Even if Miguel hadn't betrayed them, they would certainly have fallen to ruin if left to their own devices. I'm not trying to carry water for him, but the Revolutionary Army was really an army in name only. If General Tan had succeeded in flanking them that night, we would have lost for sure. After that, I've no doubt the ones who survived would turn to guerrilla warfare. Okay, I got it. And that would have led, oh boy, to the country getting down in an inevitable civil war, which would only have impoverished Naha even further. If that happened, I would probably never have been able to become a singer. It's difficult to believe, but the logic is sound. So if Miguel foresaw all this when he took over the nation, that would make him a hero, would it not? If that was the only way he could do something good for the world. I also came across something of personal interest to me. And what is it? The record of Danzo's death. He died that night just as I always suspected. He and General Tan ended up killing each other, of sort. According to the report, what happened was... Yes? Besides, you're only just now mentioning that this is all you have for me. Are you trying to pull a fast one on me? Good grief. It seems we have an overexcited puppy here who still needs to be housebroken. Ha! Bring it on, old man! I was just thinking I could use a decent workout! Yeah! Well done. I must say, for a moment there, I wasn't at all sure. Oh boy, I wasn't at all sure how things would play out. Oh my, you're bleeding. I'm so sorry. We fostered thanks. Oh boy, I'm just getting brain farted now. Oh boy. I'm so sorry we fostered this thankless role upon you. There's no need for apologies. We cannot say for sure those role is thankless until all is said and done. Now then, my time here is over. I wish you well with what is yet to come in this endeavor. And then they kind of faked the whole death thing. I can't excuse what General Tan did, but I can't understand why he did it. Danzo would never have been able to adjust to this new and more powerful, more peaceful world. I think General Tan felt a responsibility to make sure Danzo would never cause any further trouble. As for Miguel, he knew Danzo wouldn't be leaving behind his little sister. Now this is a new scene right here as well. Man, we're getting new scenes here and there. Now where was it I first met him again? Ah yes, it was in the town library. I was waiting there to meet my brother. I'll wait here until he comes back. I'm sorry, my girl. Oh, okay, they're implementing nursery into this story. But you would be wasting your time. You'll feel better if you resign yourself to never seeing him again. Really? Then what should I do? Well, I would hate to see a child cry. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'll give you anything else your heart desires instead. That's right. He was always kind. You know what's funny that also bothers me? How in the world did it get that kind of footage? The master was even filming that time. Oh well, that's a bit of a plot hell there, but it doesn't matter. Right from the beginning, he didn't breathe another word about my brother's death. He just brought me all sorts of things to help cheer me up since I was all alone. He felt responsible for Daizo's death as well. That's why he took Gabriella in. Of course, to those of us looking in from the outside, it just seemed like he did that to satisfy his own desires. If nothing else, he was a master of hiding how he really felt. Well, I don't like it. From where I sit, she just up and disappeared on me out of nowhere. But at least I know she was treated well now. That's a huge relief. Hey, check this out! A letter? Where did you get this? I've been doing my best to figure out why Salazar attacked Vargas like that. And I think it's probably because there was something important in there. Vargas just happened to go near it, and Salazar must thought he was trying to steal it. So if that's what happened, I thought I'll be able to find whatever it was near where they fought. And I did. There was a small safe hidden around there. Luckily, it was easy enough to break the lock. So that's where this letter came from. Does this mean Salazar threw his life away for nothing? Thing is, the letter's from Miguel Angel Cortius, and it's addressed to Gabriella. Then, does that mean it holds Gabriella's secrets? Gabriella should be the one to read this, since she's currently indisposed, and this is an emergency. So they read the thing, huh? My beloved daughter, Gabriella, by the time you read this, I'm afraid I will no longer be with you. I have instructed Salazar to give you this letter when the time is right. Perhaps you'll read this 3 years from now, 10 years from now, or maybe you'll never will. But that's all right. Writing this letter is something of a selfish excuse, in truth. More than anything in the world, I loathe hypocrisy. Playing up one's own goodness despite having accomplished nothing of value. Okay. That is the very height of self-indulgence. In that sense, my good deeds to date have been purely practical. I believe in doing the good deeds you wish to do, regardless of whether others understand your reasons or what they may whisper when your back is turned. Some good deeds cannot be accomplished with a clean hands, and I've never been one to hesitate to roll up my own sleeves. But I'm afraid my bad deeds have caught up to me. I cannot long continue as I am now. My enemies are now so numerous I can no longer keep track, and it wouldn't come as no great shock were I to be assassinated sooner or later. Even the police are constantly looking for an excuse to throw me in jail. Of course, I'm delighted to see them so eager for justice, even if I am the one who ensured this country would drive them to do so at my expense. Man. Hello, how you doing, Flame? I gotta say, it's good to see you. Thank you for greeting me, that's for sure. It's good to have you here. And above all, I'm concerned that the dirtier my hands get, the harder it becomes to hear my conscience. I would never tell anyone else before, but in truth, I am much more innocent man than I pretend. That is why I'm going to end my own life before I can become a genuine monster. I'm glad that you're here again. I hope you enjoy your time here as well as last time. I hope I do my best, that's for sure. Salazar will be able to handle the rest, and if any further problems should arise, the closers should take care of them. Now, here is the important part. A few days after my funeral, evidence of wrongdoing committed by a certain high-ranking government officials should be discovered around the country. Far too much for them to cover it all up. No doubt these revolutions will create something of a crisis, but things should settle down soon enough. Until they do, I would like you to lay low in the Meihousou. Finally, I need to tell you about my legacy. Given that I use it primarily to level the forthcoming charges, or is it changes? Yeah, changes on my opponents. Most of it will cease to be useful for blackmail after I'm gone. It's been a good conclusion to the story. Yeah, that's the thing. It's very good. So far, it's been very good. However, some of it will still retain its usefulness. As such, I hope you will think of something you like to use my legacy for yourself. In the meantime, I invited a number of good people to stay by your side. Yeah, but 2 of them are dead, so oof. If you happen to find love with one of them, wonderful. If you find friendship with them, that would be wonderful too. Whatever happens, I filled with hope and love for you and your future. Yeah, this is definitely painting him as a good guy. Your loving father, Miguel Angel Cortius. Now I see. You two were the closers. Now that we've been presented with incontrollable evidence, it seems I have no choice but to come clean. Indeed, our job was not to uncover the truth, but to see that trouble was handled quickly and quietly. We do still need to figure out a good way to explain Vargas and Salazar's death. But since Gabriella survived, that shouldn't be too hard. Perhaps we can call this case a Meihousou's Most Foul. That's much easier than the job we're hired for. Areta, what did I say about silence being golden? Oh wow. God, can you believe these idiots? A couple of them even died for no damn good reason. But that doesn't mean you have to be party to their idiocy, Gabriella. So come on, wake up already, please! Gabriella? This might be a lot to take in after just waking up, but the truth is... It's alright. I heard everything. I've overheard everything. Thank you for worrying about me, Lizzie. Lizzie. You could have just called me from the start and saved us both a lot of time. As usual, you're a far cry from being a proper lady, at least. But right now, I'm glad for that foul mouth of yours. Well, you're free to do whatever you like now, Gabriella. Have you decided what you're going to do now that your world is your oyster? I'm sad to hear that Vargas and Salazar had a fatal misunderstanding, but I look forward to getting to know all of you better, as the friends my father so kindly chose. That sounds like a great plan to me. I think Daizos would be happy to hear that too. I'm sorry to be a downer, but have you all forgotten what the letter said? The scandal time bomb President Cortius planned is bound to go off soon. There is a very possibility that some disgruntled dissociants could try to attack the Meihousou when all this goes public. So I think I'll stay here a little longer to make sure Gabriella remains safe from any potential hooligans. It's also part of the job Miguel entrusts us to. Yeah. Well, guess my hands are tied then. Vargas always hated being left alone, so I better stay here a little longer. I'm staying too. There's no telling who might come after someone as famous as me if I just gambled around without a care in the world. Right, Uncle? I quite agree. I was just thinking I could use a change of environment for writing my next song. Then, I think I'll stick around a little longer too. Aren't you married? Shouldn't you get back home soon? My wife is much stronger than I am. She'll be fine on her own for a while. As I thought I was all alone. But I can see now that all these people really do care about me. And then there's the portrait itself. What's more, I finally realized that he always had my best interests in mind. I also have to admit, that I gotta take a look in the internet later on to see if I could find the portrait. You know? This very portrait right here. I'm pretty sure a certain artist actually made that portrait and put it into the actual story. I gotta say, I'm gonna have to take a look around. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Thank you, Father. I was worried what might happen to this country after all those government officials were arrested for corruption. But luckily, it ended up just clearing the air. Thanks to that, it's a lot easier to do business now. My family used to have to pay through the nose just to keep those guys off our backs. I'm just glad they're in prison now. Things looked pretty dicey back when the royal family was disposed too, but Naha made of tough stuff. Okay. Whoa, you're really good, pal. Play us a song, will ya? Forget it. Compliments in a drive like this don't mean jack shit. What was that? Easy, man, calm down. What are you talking about, pal? There's a Sunon in the huge mansion called the Meihousou, somewhere in the country that's run by a beautiful Proteus? I don't know. They say if you can prove yourself there, they invest in your career. And if you really do really good, Jodium might even give you one of his songs. So it's my dream to become a good enough musician to be invited into the Meihousou someday. Just forget it. There's no way that place really exists. You're better off working a real job like us. Bartender, another round! Well now, that sounds fascinating. Wow, Moriarty has another role. If only more people agree with you, bartender. Tell me all about it. And the next round's on me. Oh, you got a deal, pal. Alright, so the Meihousou's home to a beautiful protagonist, a singer, and wow. So that's how he ends the story. Miguel is still alive, but he's basically doing a secret life in the bartender. I gotta say, that's an even better ending. I gotta be honest, that's a pretty good ending. That's way better than all the other ideas. I have to be honest. Oh boy, that was a better ending. Alright, I believe that's a wrap. And with just a few minutes to go before the singularity disappears. Tell me, Doctor, what do you think of a Meihousou's Most Foul? Are you satisfied with the final cut? I say that's an amazing cut! Absolutely! This was the best thing I've watched in a good while. There might be a few plot holes here and there, but otherwise, I believe I never have believed you guys improvise the whole thing. Thanks for the great movie, General Cordius. All that's left now is to end this call. Then our deal will be over, and Rixella can take over to finish the job. Oh? What about Mashu and Murasaki? Don't you need them to see if they are satisfied with the results as well? That's true. And don't you oh boy, let me see this. And don't you need to see if the rest of the cast are happy with their performances? I believe that was part of the reward you had in mind, no? I don't need to ask him about that. It was perfectly clear even from this side of the camera. That said, there is one thing still nagging me. You know what I'm talking about, right, General Cordius? I do know the other servants, but I don't know anything about you. I can't help but think that's a little odd and even unfair. Wait a minute! Is he talking about him? Unfair? Don't be ridiculous! After all, I know nothing about you either. We don't even know each other's names. Wait a minute. Are they filling up that plot hole now? The whole Dr. Romani and Moriarty existence thing? Remember, when Moriarty was introduced into the story, it was in the Epic of Redmond area, not in the original storyline. Not only that, but it doesn't also... it also has a bit of a plot hole with Murasaki as well. But so what? That little conundrum may quite inconsequential, but it's also quite wonderful. Besides, where other than the world of cinema can chance encounters like this encounter occur? For a brief hour or two, characters would usually never share the same space and get to play off one another. Movies are nothing if not entertainment, so they are the perfect place for these sorts of fantastical crossovers. Yeah. That is very, romantic way to think about it. Huh. Okay. Huh. Interesting. And... well, I get a holy grail for this. Yes! Huh? What do you mean by that? You mean you posted another, picture? Also, filming has finished for drafting motion picture, Hollywood. That's a wrap. Okay, we are done with the actual story. But we got one more thing to do. No, let me take a look. I didn't know that you posted another thing. Remember, I was streaming while that happened, and I didn't see any new pictures being posted. The Mithril Claws? Okay. And, is that a Buster cannon kind of thing? Similar to, Samus from, Metroid? That is interesting, though, I'll admit. You want me to post it in the live right now, right? Alright, let's go for it. Let me see now. Let me save both pictures and then go from there. I gotta say, are these like concepts or something? Also, why is this still open? I had my Twitter open for some odd reason. Alright, let me see if I could put in the image. Also, while we're doing it, event requests. Yeah, there it only shows one ending as I see. Yeah, I don't see any other endings. I only see Jay Alter's ending. Not Tristan's, not Arash's, not any of those. Oh man, does that mean that you cannot play those things at all? The first one is mine, but the other one is just a concept art? Okay, so which one is it? Is it the Mithril Claws or is it the other one? Just out of curiosity. Or is it let's see. I'm assuming it's the Mithril Claws. Okay, the claws? Alright, let's go with the claws then. I took a look at what it has there, but unfortunately I don't see any other endings, unfortunately. That kind of sucks because I wish to see the other endings as well. I would like to see Tristan's ending or Arash's ending, but unfortunately we don't get the chance. If this event ever comes back, I really hope that they show up all the other stuff, you know? I gotta say, those are very good looking claws though. Man, one of these days I gotta do something like a D&D character one day, but I'll have to do that some other time. Of course, I'm gonna save them until I get to a very important campaign guy actually enlists me to do some D&D, that's for sure. I have a very good idea when it comes to D&D, but I got two characters. I could use one or the other. But we'll see, we'll see. But I gotta say, these claws looks amazing. Now I just feel like I wish that it was like a class where you could just use claws and just attack things. Then again, you could also use like werewolf and all that, but actually using mithril claws as weapons is also pretty cool. I'll admit. I mean, and also I could see, I had to say, you basically have to have some sort of interesting fighting style if you are using claws as a weapon. Who knows? I'm just saying it's a good idea, I'll admit. A very good idea, actually. I'm just having a lot of ideas in my mind. I could see the actual fighting pose and such. Fighting style, fighting pose, you know what I mean. But yeah. Huh. I thought for sure that we'll get to have other versions of Section 14. You have other things that you can actually see. I'm actually shocked that you don't see them. Huh. Unfortunately, that means that we won't be able to see that at all. I wonder if the next next time that the story comes back again, I really hope, and this is what I'm hoping for, that everybody else ends up choosing another ending. Because J Alter won one thing, but the thing is we gotta have all the other endings. It's a big maybe, yeah. I kind of wish that they did put all the endings in the in my room though. Oh man, that I just hope.
アーサー王にもいろんな側面があるのですね。ええ、わかります。
My oh my. I have a feeling that's something to do with Artoria. Alright. I gotta say, I thought I was gonna actually do some reading like crazy. At least read the other endings, but apparently not. But there's still one thing left to do. Before I do anything, may as well do this first. Have some good luck juice, I guess. But yeah, so obviously I'm gonna do one roll of this, and that's it. We'll see though, we'll see. Yeah, I know. This, I gotta say, I didn't expect to end it so soon after this roll, I'll tell ya. But we can always do a bit of a talk, that's for sure. I mean, obviously the next stream will be another mobile game, but it's gonna be Honkai Impact. It's gonna be for the post-Odyssey stuff though. I want to at least get to deal with that story a bit before we end up going back into the main story. Because in YouTube one time I was doing that, so hey. Hey, would you believe if I said that I got lucky and got J Alter on my first 10 roll pull? Just started playing it. You lucky! You are lucky! Make sure that you do well with J Alter. After all, she is the best damager, single target damager out there, as I heard. Man, if I get lucky on the single roll, I'll be surprised. But the thing is that I'm only doing one roll. That's it. I'm saving everything else for summer. I don't know when J Alter is gonna come back. That's the thing. You got nothing out of it? It happens. It's hard. Trust me, it's hard to actually get servants like that. RNG stuff and gacha being cruel as usual. We'll see though, we'll see. All I have to do is just imagine an Avenger card. However, I don't mind if I get spooked by another 4-star or 5-star. At least it'll be better than nothing. I'll try. Gotta play as well in Genshin and Epic 7. You know what's funny about Genshin? I'm about to stream that later on as well. Since I only got one servant left to, I mean not one servant, one more character to level up, and then basically I could just stream it again on the story wise. And there is the guarantee. If this is the guarantee, oof. Thank you, Shiro. Shiro, what are you doing? Shiro! Stop showing up in my summons! What? Wait a minute! Oh, okay, I almost... That was a fake out! That was a fake out! Wow! For a moment there, I thought that was gonna be... Oh, I almost saw it! Oh, that made me get a heart attack! For a moment there, I thought it was gonna turn golden and that was my Avenger right there. I only 10 summons anyway, pull it, pity. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, looking forward to it, that's for sure. I'm looking forward to actually doing Genshin again when I get the chance, so hey. Oh, on the Elisa banner. I mean, I'm gonna try to do one roll on that banner as well when I get the chance. Who knows? We got one new servant out of this, but it's a another Avenger, not our J Alter.
私は死だ。私は神に愛されし者を殺さねばならぬ。我が名はサリエリ。いや、違う。私は誰なのだ。
Oh my. But hey, at least I got another Avenger. Can I? Okay, he's already locked. At least I got another servant to work on, that's for sure. Sure, I didn't get my Avenger, but still. But my luck has yet to fail when it comes to summons on Genshin. Ah, okay, I see. I mean, you never know. I mean, gacha tends to be that way, that's for sure. Heck, I even got a surprise just now. I get instead Silori instead of J Alter for all things. Although, I gotta say, that was a big spook. That was indeed a big spook. But yeah, that's... I mean... The last time I got lucky, I guess it was recently actually. I got recently lucky on Dragon Ball Legends. On trying to pull... I just do a random ticket thing. A single thing with a ticket. And suddenly I got Android 18, one of the new ones. I'm going, what? Really? But if I had to get really lucky, it will be getting an LLF. But hey, getting those are even harder. I don't know. Different gacha games has different results. I get way more lucky in Legends and even Digimon Re-Rise than any of the other gacha games. This game right here, Fate Grand Order, is tough. This one is one of the tough ones. And if I had to say another tough gacha will be Honkai and Genshin. However, we'll see how things go from there. Like I said, I'm not gonna put any more summons in that one, otherwise I'm gonna be greedy. The last thing I want to do is put so much into J Alter. That's what I think. That's the thing. That's what I think. Besides, I only got 2 5 stars. It's my experience, Twisted. To me, that's my experience when it comes to gacha and Genshin. But who knows? So, make it what you will on my end, that's for sure. So, I don't know when it's gonna be the next thing, you know? Who knows? Oh? You got J Alter on the ticket? You lucky! You are lucky! I give you a applaud on that one. Your luck was on your side on that one. I mean, yeah, I would be happy though with that. That's for sure. if I got J Alter now, I would have been happy about that. And obviously, I would have gotten, I would grail her 100% because I know how good she is. She's a very good damage dealer. Regardless of her class, she's just extremely strong. Yeah, I'm glad that you are. That's a good thumbs up for me, that's for sure. Hey, like I said, I don't mind talking about our gacha rolls as well. I got a lot to do here though. I got a lot to do here. I mean, I got lucky as I am when it comes to the gacha as it is. However, when it comes to certain gacha in Fate Grand Order for me, obviously I go really hard on getting Ishtar and Ereshkigal. And you know, I did pull them both. Both of my girls end up coming home. I was so happy, as well as Melt. Now, obviously, the next two servants I'm gonna go for will be Space Ishtar and Summer Melt. Those two I'm definitely gonna go for, big time. Those are a guarantee I'm gonna go for. But it won't be easy. I did, after all, did one summon now, but hey. Well, for me, I already got a good amount of damage dealers. Well, as well as Parath. Okay. My Paracelsus is fully grailed 2k with a good command codes. Ooh, nice. I know that a lot of people underestimates Paracelsus. I know for sure. I'm going for Maryland. Hey, go for it. Go for it. He's very good anyway. He's a good support. I can't blame you for going for Merlin. He's not evading me anymore. Go for it. I know for sure I know who I'm gonna go for next later on. And that's gonna be Space Ishtar and Summer Melt. Those are my two that I'm going for mainly. But that's only when the next summer event comes in. I don't even know what's gonna come up next after this this event though. I'll be honest. I have a feeling that it might be Lost Spell 4, but I don't know for sure. Oh yeah. I am definitely a person of culture when it comes to ring faces. I'm always loving ring faces, you know me, I'm always into them. I mean, even my support is all well, not all of them. I am in the middle of, in progress on trying to get my Ereshkigal maxed up. I need to get to, after I finish, Summer Ishtar on boosting her stats, she's gonna be next. Because currently, right now, I'm putting a lot of my stats into her right now. Both on attack and HP. Basically, I'm putting a lot into my green faces no matter what. I 10-10-10 them big time. I grail them. I do whatever. Yeah, that's the thing. So basically, I'm doing my best on every single servant as I can. I have to. I'm to have both. All ring faces, yeah. You know, I can respect that. Oh yeah. I know I'm gonna go for all my ring faces. I'm gonna get them all, no matter what. I'm not missing them. That's why I always hesitate on rolling. But because I went through that one thing, and I know J Alter is also a what's it called? A Tsundere, I say, yeah, I'm gonna go with one roll just for once. But I failed to get her, but I get Silori. I don't mind that. I'm happy with another Alter, another Avenger at least. I only have Ishtar and Summer Ishtar. It's okay. At least that's good enough. One day, maybe Ereshkigal will show up. After all, Ereshkigal, Ishtar do show up here and there. I mean, seriously, one time she actually showed up unexpectedly, and I went, "Are you serious? You are teasing me right now, Ishtar. You're teasing me big time." I mean, seriously, so many times it happened. I went, "Are you serious?" And the thing is, so many times I debated myself, I want to get MP2 Ishtar now. MP3, MP5 them, if anything. I want MP5. But if I do that, I'm going to lose my chances. I'm going for Marunobu and Summer 4 and Lost Spell 5, Space Ishtar. Oh, okay. That's good for sure. For me, obviously, I already know my picks. Summer Banner is around the corner. I'm pretty sure of it. I know for sure that I need to do a bit of farming on this end, though. Get all the Saint Quartz as I can. And then after that, obviously, gotta wait till the next so-called event, most likely. But I'm pretty sure that the next thing that's coming up is Lost Spell 4. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Lost Spell 4. But you never know. We'll see, though. We'll be there for it, though. We'll be there for it. If it's another event, alright, I'll cover it as well, unless it's a rerun. But the only rerun that I will actually cover now is gonna be, what's it called? If I had to cover the rerun, it'll be the, Fate Apocrypha rerun. Because I did that on my own time, but then I realized it was a good story. I'm willing to do that rerun. And other than that one rerun, I don't know. Huh. Next event is Lost Spell 4 soon. Next is Omonobu and Summer rerun. Okay, thank you, Skill Drive. Oh, thank you for that follow too, Tan. I'm glad that you enjoyed our time, that's for sure. I gotta say, it's good to have you here. Also, Tan, just out of curiosity, did the numbers that you posted earlier in chat was your friend code? Just out of curiosity. Have you ever played Among Us SPC edition? Never did, actually. I never heard of such a thing. I know Among Us, but not heard about that. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool then. I just have a calendar to do FGO. Oh, nice. Thank you for that follow, Skill Drive. It's good to have you here as well. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm glad. I actually have to admire that, though. I have to say, having a calendar to actually keep track, that's not bad. How I want Ereshkigal. Oh yeah, Ereshkigal is precious, like extremely precious. Both Ishtar and Ereshkigal are great in their own way, but when you get their Valentine's Day stuff, best moments indeed. I am a mod. I am mad a mod. Oh, you made a mod and where you get a random SBC roll. Wow. Twisted. Your skills has blown me away as it is. Wow. The things that you do. You're an artist, a modder, and all that. I mean, seriously, you really blow me away with your skills, I tell ya. And also a cooker. I mean, you cook amazing stuff. Even recreate Genshin Impact recipes. I mean, seriously. Oh boy. But yeah. So yeah, for now, the next string will obviously be Honkai Impact. Obviously, we're gonna do the post-Odyssey stuff. I need to finish up that story anyway. I haven't done that since like a while ago. For Ereshkigal JP research, Ereshkigal come back on 10 million campaign 19. Nice. I'll keep that in mind because I want to get dupes of her at least. If I get her. I have a lot of free time, so I just do stuff. Hey, all good. That's all good for you. That's for sure. Man, if only I had that kind of free time, I would love to do more of my art and also try my place on trying to make VR chat models and VR chat worlds, as well as doing some mods on Ark Survival Evolved and some other games. Who knows if I ever had that chance. You never know though. Right now I've been all over the place. I want MP3. MP3? Me? I want MP5. That's the thing. I want everything of my Ishtar and Ereshkigal to be maxed out and perfect. I don't know. And also, the reason why I never tried to summon for Gilgamesh is because I got my perfect girl here already. I don't want any other person to actually take her place. That's the reason why I never tried Rel for Gilgamesh, because I already have my perfect archer. I don't know, that's me for ya. I'm crazy like that. I want MP5, but I am MP5. Okay. I mostly wake up at 7 in the morning. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Speaking of actually waking up early, I have to make sure that I wake up early for tomorrow. I got an appointment on doing a doctor's appointment, actually. I had to attend it, of course. So, in a way, I gotta say, finishing the story now was actually a bit of a blessing in disguise, don't you think? I only work 3 hours for $110. Wow! Well, that's a lot of money. Just for 3 hours. I want MP5, but not so lucky to do so. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I am up there too. I tend to get unlucky at times, but hey, we do our best. But yeah, so next stream will be Honkai Impact for Post Odyssey. The next thing after that will be Genshin Impact. Hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers on that, because once I gotten Eye Patch Pirate Girl done on her levels, everybody's ready, and we could proceed with the story once and for all. I'm actually looking forward to that too, that's for sure. So yeah, I may as well end it here, but let me see something. Do I have anybody to raid? Man, if only a certain somebody actually streams more in Twitch lately. I'm looking at you, Mobby Nerd. I know that you stream on YouTube here and there, but seriously, I wish that you were streaming in Twitch sometimes. Oh well. What happens, happens, I guess. Oh, before I end stream, Twisted, just out of curiosity, in the art section in Discord, what is the reason of the cannon thing on the arm? Just out of curiosity, because I'm very confused about it too. Who knows? It's just something that is in my mind right now. That's all. I wonder what else is right now. Like 26 minutes until the thing refreshes, so I'll have to wait till then. I honestly don't know. I just did it. Really? For fun? Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Who knows? Maybe you might use it one day or on something. You never know. But I have to admit, it reminds me of Dark Samus's canon. I have to be honest. Samus or Dark Samus, one of the two. Anyway, I may as well end it here. I may as well end it because, well, I gotta eat something. And had to go to sleep early tonight, that's for sure. And the next stream will be, let's see, tomorrow's Monday, so Tuesday will be the next stream. That's a guarantee. I have to make sure that my phone is fully charged by then, because knowing Honkai Impact, it takes a lot of energy out of my phone, and it's a struggle just to actually do it. Yeah, good night, Twisted. Good night, everyone, or day, or afternoon, whatever time it is in your region. I hope you have a good one, everyone, and do your best. Anyway, I hope you have a good one, and see you all soon. See you, everyone.